Good morning, guys. This morning, I'd like to talk to you about FTX. I am not an expert in cryptocurrency, blockchain, and things like that. Wasn't really that much into those things to begin with, but I did have a little bit of money in it. I just wanted to see if it goes. So I just like most of the people. I guess I was kind of intrigued about one is volatility, and two, with the bitcoins and how they were performing so well over the last couple of years and things like that. And I decided to dabble in with the FTX a little bit just because of all this fame and celebrity endorsement and all of that. I thought it was kind of something to look into, so I put a little bit of money in it to try to play with it and things like that. Thankfully, looking back now, I didn't put that much money in it. So it wasn't so much that it was so little that when in wake of all this happening, first obviously when I heard the news that the FTX was going under and what have you, I tried to pull my money out. I'm sure just like most of you guys, and I wasn't successful. I wasn't able to get anything out of it. I don't know, maybe some of you were able to, but long story short, moving. I tried a couple of times, it didn't work. So I was like, well, it's not a lot of money. I'm sure something will happen. Something would happen. But even if nothing happened, I was like, okay, well, this is a total loss. That's my mistake. I treated it like, okay, I should have done more research. I should have known a little bit better and things like that. And just kind of wrote it off because thankfully, again, it wasn't a whole lot. So that's what it was. But this morning, to my surprise, I actually received an email from a company called Kroll, KROLL.com, basically saying there's a FTX noticing, and it basically states that your unique customer codes and scheduled claim information is at the bottom of this email. And it says that you are receiving this email because you have been identified as a customer with a net positive account balance as of November 11, 2022, of one or more of the debtors in the Chapter 11 cases of FTX Trading Ltd. And certainly it's affiliate debtors, blah, blah, blah. Debtors here basically means, again, it's because I guess the client is the FTX and these other companies, all right? So they're the debtors. And entities like me who had some money or monies in these accounts would be the creditors, right? So like I would have balance or interest with FTX, who is in this case a debtor, right? And jointly administered under the case number 22-11068, blah blah blah, on March 14th and 15th of 2023, which is a week ago. The FTX Trading and its affiliated debtors filed schedules of assets and liabilities and statements of financial affairs. Basically, they kind of reported that there are entities out there that they owe money to, basically, right? Pursuant to the final order, 1, authorized the debtors to maintain a consolidated list of creditors in lieu of submitting a separate matrix for each debtor. 2, authorizing the debtors to redact or withhold certain confidential information of customers and personal information of individuals and final basis. 3, granting certain related relief. Customer names and addresses in the schedules and statements are redacted with respect to schedules E/F, which identifies creditors of the debtors of with non-priority unsecured claims, including the customers with the net positive account balance as of November 11, 2022. In an effort to blah, 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 they identify the unique customer code, right? So basically to keep they, I guess, allowed FTX to kind of put a list together instead of submitting each one separately. They wanted to kind of make a big, kind of like an Excel spreadsheet type of thing where they can submit it all at the same time. And because of the customer's private information, they didn't want to list every single thing, so they are using something called like unique claim code, unique customer code, right? And it sounds like they're gonna try to make some sort of a payback, I guess, in a way. I don't know. They're trying to grant certain related relief, is what they're saying, right? Which to the people that they owe money to, including the people that had a net positive balance as of November 11, 2022. So it doesn't really say they're gonna give you all of it back or trying to get as much as they can back. It doesn't say that, you know, what priority they'll be paid. You know, would it be after other creditors, like, you know, they borrow the money from or something like that. It just says, you know, you'll get something back, which is good. Please be advised that the court has not yet set a deadline for submitting the proofs to claims and interest against the debtors. The deadline and instruction. Please be further advised that the receipt of this email and a unique customer code only indicates that you had one or more claims. Okay, so I didn't do any claiming, but I guess, I don't recall doing any claiming, but I guess it did because I had a positive balance with them, which is good. Provision of a unique customer code is not an admission by the debtors of validity of such claims or a waiver. Gotcha. So they're not saying one or the other that they actually owe money or not. To view the schedules and statement as well as the global notes, please visit, and there's a website under the kroll.com/FTX. There's a website. I'll put the link on the bottom of this email. On the video. Your unique code, blah blah blah. Your claim on schedule, and there's some bunch of numbers and letters at the bottom. It doesn't really talk about the scheduled dates. I didn't see on when the money will be released, and none of that. I guess it's not really set because obviously they haven't received all of that. Please be advised they received this email, and also I thought I saw earlier something, but yeah, will be provided notice of the deadline and instruction on how to submit proofs of claim of interest. So it doesn't really get into a whole lot. Basically saying, hey, there's going to be another email following up to this email later, basically showing you where to go, how to, you know, submit information, which is a great news especially to those who had a pretty significant monies tied up with FTX and its affiliated companies. Basically, they're being noticed that that something is going to be getting done, and there's some sort of hope there. You know, it's a good news. You know, things are being taken care of, and you know, people who lost a lot of money are being compensated to a certain degree. Again, it just doesn't really talk about when, how much, none of that stuff, but it looks like some things are being done. That was the email so far. You know, you can go check out the website. Like I said, it's not mine. It's just the website where they talk about it, and you know, hopefully this will provide some sort of a, you know, peace of mind to some of those some people who were kind of hoping for some sort of a money back. Hope this helps. And as I get more and more email and updates, I will let you guys know. Thank you.